Welcome in to Boston Celtics Today by Chat Sports. I am Will Scott. Hope you are all having a fantastic weekend. And on today's show, we're going to be talking about the latest Boston Celtics trade rumors. Obviously, trade rumor season starting to heat up as we approach February 9th's NBA trade deadline. And I want to know from y'all down in the comments section, will the Celtics make a trade before the deadline? Y for yes, N for no. Down in the comment section, go down. Let me know what you think. Will the Celtics make a trade? You know, I think in most cases when you're a contender and you get to the deadline, you're going to make a move, especially when you're a team like the Celtics that has championship aspirations. But do the Celtics really need to make a move? I mean, they have an unbelievable roster right now that's playing really well. 8 straight wins, so maybe the Celtics will opt to just keep it how it is. But I want to hear from y'all. Y for yes, N for no down in the comment section. If they do make a trade, maybe it will be for a big man like Serge Ibaka. And Charania tweeted this. The Milwaukee Bucks and center Serge Ibaka have mutually agreed to find the 14-year NBA veteran a new home via trade, as he remains away from the team, sources tell Stadium and The Athletic. Here's what he reported in The Athletic. Sources said the Bucks and Ibaka decided together after multiple conversations among the parties about his situation at large that it was best for the two sides to find a resolution elsewhere. Ibaka has appeared in only 16 games this season for the Bucks and has played just 185 minutes. While Ibaka sounded confident on Media Day about what being in Milwaukee for a second season and knowing the team's offensive and defensive schemes might be able to do for his play, he has been unable to crack Mike Budenholzer's three-man, big man rotation. Now, we're going to have you covered when it comes to all Celtics trade rumors. We're the best Celtics YouTube channel when it comes to stuff like this. So go down, subscribe the channel, and turn on your notifications. Hit the noti bell, because if you turn on your notifications, you will get an alert whenever we put out a video. It's the best way to stay in the loop with the C's. Going back to Ibaka here, Serge is saying that the Bucks are looking to trade the 14-year NBA veteran. Now, he's been away with the Bucks since January 1st due to personal reasons. Not sure. I don't think it's a Jae Crowder situation where he's just holding out for a trade, but it certainly could be. And could the Celtics look to make a move? There's certainly a team that I've seen potentially linked here to Serge Ibaka, who has been in the NBA for a long time. A guy that, if you're a basketball fan, you're pretty familiar with. Was fantastic early in his career in Oklahoma City. 3-time all-defensive NBA first team there. 2-time NBA blocks leader as well. And he's, obviously gotten a little bit older. He's no longer in his prime. Here's what he's done this season with the Bucks. 4.1 points per game, 2.8 rebounds per game, 48.1% from the floor, averaging 11.6 minutes per game. Again, just 16 games is a limited sample size, and he wasn't in the rotation. If he goes somewhere else and is in the rotation, he's going to be putting up bigger numbers. Now, let's see how he might fit here with the Celtics. If you trade for him, and I like him better than some guys we've talked about here on the show as a potential big man trade candidate. But he would probably be behind, Al Horford, Robert Williams III, be kind of this third option amongst the bigs. I think he'd probably get more playing time than Luke Kornet, maybe split minutes with Luke Kornet, but he certainly would not be a bad addition. Looking here at the starting five, you have Jason Tatum, Marcus Smart, Robert Williams, who's starting to get more involved since the injury, Jaylen Brown and Al Horford, Brogdon, White, Pritchard, Williams, Hauser. Obviously, White starts a decent amount, but those 5 guys, decent bench options. You also have Luke Kornet on this basketball team as well. Now, do you want to trade for Serge Ibaka? Type T for trade or P for pass down in the comment section. It is the pinned comment on today's video. So when ad break comes, go down and let me know. Do you want to trade for Milwaukee Bucks big man Serge Ibaka, who, again, it does appear that he is going to get traded here before the deadline, both the Bucks and Ibaka looking for a trade partner. And I think this would be very cheap to get done. We've mentioned some other big man trade options that It'd take a lot to get done. This would be very cheap. I think that you could trade for Serge Ibaka, probably just send a protected second-round pick to Milwaukee to get it done. And the Celtics have 3 second-round picks this year. So they have some capital to get this done. They don't have a first-round pick, but they do have 3 second-round picks here when you're talking about a possible trade. Now, it's probably not going to be Ibaka. I'd be surprised if it was. I know the Celtics make some sense for him, and vice versa. But I do expect Boston to trade for a big man. I know I asked y'all earlier, are the Celtics going to make a trade? They don't really need to. I would expect them to make maybe a small splash, go out and get a 4 or a 5 here at the deadline. I think it makes some sense to add some depth at that position, especially when you consider Robert Williams III's injury history. Now, it's still chilly up there in Boston. So you want to take advantage of this great deal we have. Hoodie 25% off at chatsports.com/Celtics hoodie. Go and pick it up on sale for limited time. So go and take advantage. chatsports.com/Celtics hoodie. That link is in the comments and the description of this video. I really like that hoodie. Producer Patrick Seaman's a Bulls fan. I think you could rock that hoodie, though, Patrick Seaman. I think you'd look better in Celtics gear than Bulls gear. Everybody looks better in Celtics gear than Bulls gear, let's be honest. Chatsports.com/Celtics hoodie. Go and pick up this Celtics hoodie on sale right now. Now, going from one big man trade candidate to another, Jakob Poeltl. And we obviously heard that report from Shams Charania a few days ago, how the Celtics were apparently all in on Jakob Poeltl, very interested. But could that be off? Here is what Celtics blog said. On Poeltl, sources told Celtics blog that the Celtics were more interested before Robert Williams made his return to the court. With Williams back in the fold, Boston feels less of a need to do a trade for another big. In addition, other sources said that it's unlikely the Celtics and Jakob Poeltl would be a long-term match due to the center's desire to start and land a $20 million per year deal this offseason. And another reason it might be unlikely when you're talking about trading for Jakob Poeltl is the Spurs reportedly want 2 first-round picks for him. He's going to be a free agent after this year. I'm not willing to give up 2 first-round picks unless I absolutely know this is going to be a long-term option center. So that's one reason. Number 2, I think Poeltl is a starting caliber center. I don't know if he's going to be interested in coming off the bench long-term. It's not worth trading for him, giving up a first-round pick or 2, if he's not going to be your long-term starting center. So there's a lot of variables here that make me believe that a Jakob Poeltl trade is rather unlikely, and I think this was unrealistic from the jump. I know the Celtics had some interest in him. But Celtics blog brings up an interesting point in their report that they were interested before Robert Williams came back. Williams has been back now for a few weeks. He's starting to get back in the starting lineup. So I don't think a Jakob Poeltl trade is realistic because he is a starting caliber center and is going to demand a lot for agency. However, maybe a backup center like Serge Ibaka might be a little bit more realistic. Now, do you still want to trade for Jakob Poeltl, even after hearing all this stuff about the Spurs wanting 2 first-round picks in a trade? 1 for yes, 2 for no, down in the comment section. I'll say this, I would be thrilled if the Celtics were able to get this done, just giving up a future first-round pick. Poeltl's a heck of a player, and pairing him alongside a Robert Williams and Al Horford, that would be deadly for opposing teams.